was the top development so far of how Pakistan has attempted to fire missiles towards India, but all of these attacks have been foiled, every single one being foiled by our air defense systems.
Absolutely. And in fact, India has taken the offensive back to Pakistan. In fact, we've seen how in Lahore, Sialkot, Karachi, Islamabad, we have seen how these places have been struck by drones. We've seen how 50 Pakistan drones have been neutralized along the LOC by India, and those drone swarms seen across the Jammu skyline last night as well. 5 Pakistan jets have been shot down by India as well, and India has used the L-70 guns. We've seen the Shilka systems that have been used as well, and there's fresh Pakistan shelling in Jammu and Kashmir's Uri that has been heard as well. We've seen how the Defence Minister, the National Security Advisor have all briefed PM Modi last night. He's had minute-to-minute updates as what has been happening, and the big announcement today from India's side is going to happen at 10 a.m. when the Ministry of External Affairs will be briefing. Remember that we've seen the Foreign Secretary as well as 2 lady officers briefed throughout this entire conflict as far as Pakistan is concerned, and we've seen how India has made its position very clear that it does not want to escalate. All of its strikes are preemptive in nature when it comes to the terrorist camps, and it has not targeted either civilian or even military areas. 24 Indian airports are shut. There have been strict advisories issued for passengers, and in fact ladder checks that have also been put in place as far as the boarding of aircraft are concerned. So extra security measures that are being taken as far as our air infrastructure as well. Let's quickly in fact take this across to our reporters as well. In fact, if we can quickly take this across to them, we have in fact joining us at the moment over here are Suhail as well as Priyank. We also have joining with us at the moment are Yawar. Coming to you first, Priyank, what's the situation at the moment? We've seen a lot of action, a lot of provocation from Pakistan's last night, and in fact we have seen repeatedly how Pakistan has been unable to respond and has in fact resorted to unprovoked shelling, particularly in civilian areas. What's the update coming in, Priyank?
Yes, certainly, Madhav. What we can update to our viewers that around early morning, once again the explosion sound has been heard towards the Uri side. What sources from the top government agencies have told the 2 Times Network that there were around 50 drones which were eliminated through hard kill by the Indian forces here. On the Indian side, there were 2 type of attack which has happened. 2 times the Pakistan drone tried to attempted to enter the Indian space, which were brought down by the security forces. What is very important that post Sun said the Pakistanis sent a swarm of drones. Initially there were 8 drones which were sent, which were eliminated through hard kill by the Indian forces. Later to that, around 3:30 to quarter to 4, there were another swarm of drones which entered the Indian airspace, which was also eliminated by the security forces. What we are certainly getting to know that in Uri sector there have been 9 individuals who have been injured. 1 person has succumbed to the injuries, but the manner the Pakistanis have attempted to enter the Indian airspace is a very cowardly one. If you compare the visuals from Lahore, from Rawalpindi, Madhav, yesterday, the morning visuals were clearly showing that India entered the Pakistani space in the light, but the man in which they...
Suhail as well. Suhail, I believe you're at an area where we can see considerable damage. Is this owing to the shelling coming in from Pakistan? Suhail, take us through what's happening. We can see the remnants of a broken house behind you.
Well, exactly. Moments after India successfully foiled Pakistan's attack in Jammu province, Pakistani troops started shelling civilian areas along the line of control. We are reporting from Lagama. This is the only Hindu majority village along the line of control, and here you can see 1 shell landed basically at this spot and damaged this particular business spot, where basically the shop. Smoke is still coming out from the debris. 2 other shops, in fact, in the nearby location were also damaged because of the shelling that was initiated by Pakistani troops. This time around we saw, we had this ground zero experience that Pakistani troops also resorted to sniper firing directly aimed on civilian areas to inflict more damage. We have seen 16 people so far have lost their lives. One lady from this particular area also succumbed to injuries late in the evening. 5 to 7 people were injured. They were immediately shifted to Government Medical College, Baramulla. But on ground zero, this is the impact.
Lost that connection there with Suhail. Let me also get in a quick word from Yawar, who's also joining us. Yawar, what's the situation at the moment? In fact, can you take us through what really it is that you are seeing at the moment on ground? What really is the latest update coming in as far as cowardly attempts by Pakistan to target civilians, that pattern continuing for the past 48 hours, Yawar?
Well, exactly. If we talk about unresorted firing by the Pakistani troops, it had caused a massive damage to the civilian population along the line of control. Sources privy to the development says that around 5 a.m. this morning there has been another explosion at the multiple locations in the Kupara. There has been a casualty to the civilian in the Uri. Many of the civilians have been evacuated. We are beginning the understanding that there is a large extensive damage to the properties in the Karna, in the Uri and elsewhere. The Pakistan has clearly, resorted to the unprovoked ceasefire violation. At this time, not only the artillery were used, but the sniper shots were also fired on the civilian area, causing panic among the people as well. But yes, there's a first casualty in the Kashmir Valley that has happened yesterday. One lady has succumbed to the injuries. 15 have also already lost their lives in the Poonch. We have been given the understanding by the sources in the government that the LG is closely monitoring the situation. The Chief Minister Omar Abdullah rushed to the Jammu to take a first-hand stock of the Jammu situation where our troops, the Indian Army troops, and have already foiled many of the attempts from the Pakistan and intercepted around 8 missiles over it. So the situation is remaining on the grimy when it comes to the Kashmir Valley, when it comes to the Jammu. But the authorities, they have continuously come up with the message that the people should come, not to go for any rumors, and unless until there will be the communication from the government, no rush should be on the track. And that's the reason we have been witnessing that Kashmir University, the college, the schools, they have been shut for next 2 days as a precautionary measure. A lot of the things have been put in place. Yesterday we saw that there was a complete blackout in the Srinagar as a precautionary measure. So this is a thing that has been put in place. But a continuous message that came in from the LG administration, from the Chief Minister's office, that one should not rush to the circumstances and be cautious when it comes to the government announcements all across. And yesterday we also witnessed that the Srinagar airport was put on a high alert. So this is the thing that has compiled all together when it comes to the concerns. And after the Pakistan tried to carry out strikes on the Jammu bases, so this has been the scene all across. Even we have been continuously reporting.
And in fact, we have a video coming in. It is the ADGPI who has put out a video, Pratibha, and this video clearly shows how India has repelled the Pakistan attack. Take us through what exactly the video shows, Pratibha.
So look at it, how Pakistan has attempted to attack India. Remember, over the last 24 hours, over the last 8 to 10 hours especially, we've seen a lot of attacks come in from the Pakistani side. And this is a video that has been released by the Indian Army that shows how this has been thwarted and how India has conducted precision strikes. So there is a complete contrast in the way Pakistan has attempted to hit the civilian infrastructure and military installations in the country. But look at the precision strikes which have been conducted by the Indian Army, with locations being selected, and then the Indian Army conducting these strikes that hits not the civilian infrastructure, and like India has mentioned time and again, not the military infrastructure in Pakistan, but only the intended target of the terrorist infrastructure, and all of it happening within seconds, where it has been reduced to nothing but rubble.
Absolutely. So two things have essentially happened. One, a provocation from the Pakistan side, which India's air defense systems have successfully repelled. That's the S-400. In fact, the Akash Tir, etc., that have come into place. And also India giving a befitting reply to Pakistan with the use of these loitering drones that have been put into place. Let's quickly get in a word from Priyank on that as well. Priyank, it's very significant to note that India has ensured that its entire response is, within the realm of what is non-escalatory, and it is only, when it comes to India's response, something that will be a deterrent for Pakistan, that India has used force wherever it has, very, very selectively. Priyank.
Yes, certainly, Madhav. If you look at the statement which came out from the Indian government side, it is quite clear that it was Pakistan which provoked and instigated this particular attack. The 22nd attack in Pahalgam was a key factor because of which Pakistanis need to be taught a lesson. Later to that, we decimated their location, the terror hideouts, the terror training camp there in Pakistan as well as in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. Resulting to that, the Pakistanis started open shelling in the civilian area, which resulted to more than 15 people who lost their life. And India had to once again give back. That's why the Indian drones entered the Pakistani airspace, that too after the sunrise. But yesterday, after the ADG PI statement came out, it was quite clear that the Pakistanis were trying to once again target India. That's why India
and this is only going to continue, isn't it, Priyanka? That's what is expected. But a lot is also expected from the MEA briefing that is expected at 10 a.m. Rishabh, there have been back-to-back meetings that have been taking place as well. In fact, we are also getting visuals from Bhatinda where debris of the Pakistani drone can be seen. This is very, very significant. The Pakistani drone has been decimated on camera. The debris of it can be seen there, as you're seeing in the visuals.
Absolutely. And in fact, let's quickly get a word from Rishabh on that. Rishabh, in parts, various parts really of the international border of the LOC, we are seeing a lot of munition coming in from the Pakistan side that remains, that remains active, that remains live. And it's for our forces now to ensure that all of this munition, which has clearly failed Pakistan's own objectives, much of it we believe is Chinese, but clearly India being able to ensure that they're able to neutralize all of the threats coming in from the Pakistan side. Rishabh.
Well, Madhav, India has very successfully neutralized every incoming aerial vehicle into its airspace. If we talk about Jaisalmer, if we talk about other, bordering areas in Rajasthan, Punjab, Jammu, Kashmir, the way Akash Tir system, which has S-400s, which has medium-range SAMs, the surface-to-air missiles, the Akash system also, be it from Jamnagar to Jaisalmer to, Gurdaspur to Pathankot to Jammu, the way the air defense system has been put on alert and has been very meticulously, throttling any incoming aerial object from Pakistan is something that will go down in operational books. The way we have had 100% success rate till now is something which is unimaginable. Apart from that, how was this done? It was very clear that the forces, the administration understood that there is going to be a retaliation from Pakistan, or for that matter, escalation from Pakistan after Operation Sindoor. A successful Operation Sindoor was conducted on the intervening night of 6th and 7th of May. The moment all the aircrafts were back in base, the AD, the air defense was activated, and then the wait was there. When will Pakistan hit? And the moment Pakistan started hitting, the ADs ensured.
But India was ready and India was aware that this is going to continue. The provocation is going to continue from the Pakistani side. Stay with us.